Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. And we're live.
Yay!
We're
Ow.
Ow.
Bork, 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 bork.
Bork, bork, bork.
Oh no, the storyteller's
Welcome,
mad.
everybody, to our little slice of the world of darkness. We are refocusing ever so slightly for this particular episode. We're actually unfocusing on the vampires and focusing on these werewolfy things.
Ow, ow. Heckin' ow.
You made a mistake.
You're all
Steve,
fine.
You asked us to do this.
You're allowed to
Dude, you
admit
guys
you
want
made
to
a
play
mistake.
werewolf? Sure.
This is our first episode of our Werewolf the Apocalypse thing. We're only going to be doing about 4 episodes or so between the different seasons of the vampire stuff. So we are going to be focusing a little bit more on the wider world of darkness. And as a warning, this is a mature game.
Bork, 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 bork.
There will be mature themes and talk of potentially unsettling concepts and situations. Seeing as how it's werewolf and more than likely that there's going to be combat involved, it's going to get very, very bloody and very, very descriptive on bloody parts getting torn off and scratchy, bitey, etc. So yeah, if you need to pause from that, just hit mute on the stream, take a couple minutes out, do what you got to do to, center yourself. This is your content warning that it's going to be kind of bloody and messy. And if you can come back later, we're going to have it up on YouTube eventually. And you can let us know. We're going to be in the chat too. We're going to have a couple people in the chat you can talk to about it. And then we're going to thank our sponsors. The first is Phoenix Dice, who provided us with all these funny dice that do stuff. They're rolly bits. And you can check out Phoenix Dice at phoenixdice.com for all of that stuff. And I'm not even paying attention to what you guys do.
It's great content.
Great wholesome heckin' content. Heck.
Secondly, we would like to thank our good friends at Stormcrow Alehouse, who may actually be providing us extra stuff for another giveaway at some point in time in the future. Dun, dun, dun. And you can check out their Demon Dine program when you go to the Stormcrow Alehouse. I think they're open again, but they're social distancing, so it'll be like a screaming from across the room at the DM type situation where it's like, hey, I roll for initiative.
Like we used to play.
Yeah, pretty much like we used to play. But we could throw dice at each other, so it didn't really matter. That is $40 per person, 15 of which is a food credit, and you can eat during your adventure with a DM that will take you through a journey depending on the skill level and needs or wants of the group. And we have one of our sponsors is Fable Flame Candles, who provided us with some awesome smelling candles, which I don't have near me at all right now.
Me either.
Yeah.
I can smell them from here.
Right there. So close.
All right. Artoria Designs provided us with some dice boxes, which don't really apply in this particular situation.
Mine could.
They're sort of.
Mine's a doghouse.
Check him out. I actually can provide the link in the stream because I can hit the little sponsors thing. And Thantos is in the chat. What's up, man?
Hey.
Or woman, whoever
Or
you
person.
happen to be, or person,
Or werewolf.
or werewolf,
All right.
vampire, wraith, whatever part of the world of darkness you happen to be part of.
Mage.
Ooh, yeah, Thantos could be a mage. That sounds like a magey type name.
I feel so sorry. That playbook is so huge. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. Storyteller Steve, you kind of asked for them to be like this. Yeah, it's true. They're weirdos. I already knew that going in. And this is a world of darkness. It is a world not unlike our own, where the shadows are a bit darker longer and darker and larker. People trust each other less, and werewolves are very, very real. And they're over here. Vancouver, in the world of darkness, was a city in turmoil. The Second Inquisition not only destroyed many kindred in the city, they also destroyed many werewolves as well. The city was left in tatters of its former glory. Werewolves were kind of decimated during the month of fire when the Second Inquisition burned many kindred and werewolves. That's it. And destroyed some of the places where they exist. Some cairns took a couple of hits. An uneasy truce is kind of between all of the different werewolf tribes. Tribes who didn't trust each other before are kind of trying to trust each other now. Like the Black Furies and the Geta Fenris. We're going to be trying to drop a little bit of lore in there as well. So I'm going to try to keep it kind of slow because there's going to be a lot of lore. And everybody's kind of new to playing Werewolf. I haven't actually run Werewolf in about 20 years, give or take. And this is the 20th anniversary edition of Werewolf. So
20 dog years or human years?
Yes. 20 dog years would be like, what, 3 years ago? It's been a little longer than that. Let's put it that way. And it's time to introduce our werewolf peoples, which are right over here. So we're going to start with, let's see who's on first up on the list. It would be Shar.
Hello, folks. I'm Shar. I'm going to be playing the werewolf Zanisha. She's almost always in her wolf form, very attuned to the spirits. She's an elderly wolf, so our pack's alpha, mostly of status, not of strength. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to buff everybody up with all my new abilities that I'm learning. So many abilities.
Jesus.
Yeah, very excited. First time playing werewolf.
And next up on the old list is Kelly.
Hello. I'm going to be playing Carla Bell, who is a glasswalker and is extremely loaded. She lives in a very expensive condo that she owns in Cole Harbor, which is pretty close to Stanley Park, which is the big park in Vancouver. She's kind of like a political figure, not a great physical werewolf, but she's very manipulative and empathetic to the tribes and the packs that exist around the city. She kind of looks like, who did I say that she kind of looked like from Halloween?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
She's kind of like Jamie Lee Curtis a little bit. She's not very buff. She's sort of wiry, and she's also pretty old. She's spends most of her time as a human.
And Haley is the next person up.
I am playing Electra, or Ellie. She's a younger Black Fury, a bit of a Spitfire. She's one of the young parasites that has latched onto Carla. Also spends a fair bit of time as a human, crashing at Carla's place.
I made it hospitable for you. I like having you guys around.
But yeah, she's very passionate, a bit of a trickster. So have some fun.
And Rose is the next person up.
Hi, I'm Rose, and I play Travis. He's a good boy. He's a good soft boy. He's a good boy indeed. Mm-hmm. Spends most of the time in his Hamid form. He is a do-gooder. He really does like the. I think he's as far as I aware when I thought about characters and stuff. I think he's a bit of a kind of like, tree hugger, nature activist.
Hell
like
yeah.
very much so. So Carla and he get along just fine, and spends tons of time. Usually crashes in their place, and Carla's just like, you know what? Here's a spare room. Here you go. My place is huge. I'm like, great. Mine is a hole in the wall. I'm gonna not rent it anymore.
I mean, we're a pack. We got to stick together.
Pack, yeah.
Also, Zanisha and Carla are half sisters, but Zanisha hangs out in Stanley Park and lives there.
Our
dad
get the
is a
concept
wolf?
of green lights.
Our dad is a Garrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh yeah, and then he banged a wolf and a human.
Hell yeah, gets around.
That's a cool dad.
Yeah.
He's been to the
See?
park and back.
See, lore dumps. This is
Yeah.
what we're doing. Right. Okay. So
Anyway,
we're going to open our particular scene in the Great Cairn that happens to exist in Stanley Park. It is a level 5 cairn, which is pretty rare. And it is kind of centered in the middle of Vancouver. You would have to cross a bridge to get into North Van, which is a built-up city area. And it is just to the north of the west end of Vancouver. So it is approximately June 23rd, and the elders of this particular cairn have enacted the right of the Great Hunt, which you will now, you have all been sent out. Different, like the werewolves kind of split up at that point, and you are basically making a run to hunt things down.
Mm.
Are we all there?
Yes, you have basically separated into your pack from the rest of the cairn.
I think I kind of like stand behind the children and watch as they hunt because they have more ferocity, and I'm more of a guider through my words.
you're more a mentor.
I'm gonna do a heckin' a woo. I'm gonna call to hunt with my Call of the Wild to hopefully give everybody some extra dice as we try and find some prey.
Ooh.
Mm.
And you're making me look things up. All right.
I have to roll stamina plus empathy.
Stamina
Oh,
plus
yes.
empathy. Okay. Roll stamina plus empathy.
I made myself cards because I don't know what I'm doing.
And that makes both of us. There's 5 of us here. That makes all 5 of us.
I just know how to do ow, row, row.
What's the difficulty?
Will be
setting?
standard difficulty. Let's go with 6.
All right. 3 successes.
Nice.
3 successes. All right.
That's a
And
heckin' good ooh.
Awoo!
seeing as how you've got the cards and I'm still looking up where it is in the book. Describe
Well,
what happens.
That's the thing is the normal use of this makes it able to be heard from farther distances, but it does say that the storyteller can just change it so that we get whatever like the howl would entail, and it's up to your discretion. So like extra dice for certain pools of rolling.
All right. So you got 3 successes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with half rounded up for the extra successes for this particular hunt for the rest of your pack. So let's
Ooh.
go with 2 extra dice.
So I'm feeling empowered.
Yeah. I'm so motivational, guys.
Pumped.
Get out there, kids.
So are you basically searching around, smelling? What forms would you all like to
Yeah.
base?
How in public are we? Or are we?
This is pretty much kind of the center of Stanley Park. The Great Cairn itself is located just south of the Vancouver Aquarium.
Cool.
Well, I will be in Krynos. Krynos? Okay. That middle one?
Yeah, it's roughly like near midnight, so there isn't really much foot traffic in this particular part of the park at this particular time. So Krynos would definitely be easy enough to do.
Cool.
Everybody else?
Woo.
Yeah.
I'll be in lupus form just so that I'm like fast and can keep up with them.
Me too.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do Krynos too. Let's
Yeah.
buff it
Just a
out.
bunch of buff werewolves and 2 dogs.
I like buff Disney anthropomorphic characters. Essentially,
I'm not gonna mention that the parents of this particular pack decided to like be subtle and be like in lupus form, keeping it on the down low. And like the kids are like, yeah, let's go.
The kids are like werewolves.
I think I find it like endearing, I think, because since I'm a human, I'm like not as ferocious as like I'm on a Hamid, so I'm not as ferocious. So I think I find joy in seeing the kids having fun hunting.
Right, so my character sheet.
I'm like hyped up that you guys are hyped up.
Clearly, we're playing opposite our vampire.
Yeah.
I hate all of you guys.
So I'm going to get a roll of perception and primal urge from everybody.
Ooh. I have
Primal urge is a talent that's in werewolf for the most part only.
Since we're in lupus, our perception difficulty is -2, Kelly.
Oh.
My character sheet tells me so.
Oh, so we're actually spotting for you guys, it seems. So that would
there
be,
they are.
but I still don't have a lot of primal. So
I get to roll 7 dice. Let's see what happens.
So we have
crap.
we have to beat 6. Is that correct?
It's difficulty 6, yeah.
Okay.
I need to I need to grab a D10 roller because the vampire one just tells you if you get successes and doesn't have the like.
Oh, yeah. 4
Uh,
successes for me.
3.
2.
What are we trying to beat again?
6.
6.
Okay, I got 2 successes then.
Yeah.
2 successes. Okay, so it was 4 for Shar, 3 for Haley, and 2 for everybody else.
Yeah. Oh, Kelly, your
2 for me.
difficulty is -2 because of your lupus
2 for
form.
you, 3
Okay, I
for
still only got 2 successes.
Oh.
3 for Rose.
Yep.
Okay, 3, 4, 3, 2, and 2. Okay, so as the 2 large Krynos wolf creatures, half man, half wolf creatures, go mucking through the underbrush. Shar, your character, Zenithia, she kind of notices you hear a little bit over to the right, and you can see a deer that is nearby.
Nice. Everyone on our right. The deer. Young ones, go forth.
Head tilt.
Go, go, go.
Okay, Electra is gonna like hold out a big paw and do like a.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all Hamids, so we do
Yeah.
military tactics.
I'm
One.
not.
So
Military
okay.
tactics. I'm like,
Pincer it, pincer it.
what's
One on
that?
each side.
Electra has announced that she
Oh,
wants everyone to steal third, and so you're going to
Oh, did I catch
you're
the ball?
letting everybody know basically to split up and attack it from both sides. I'm guessing.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, yes, to flank.
Kelly, why don't you just say pincer
Zenisha and I should push the deer towards the kids, like get around it and try to like chase after it and push it. towards them.
Velociraptor this shit.
Hell
Got
yeah.
it. I charge forward to scare it.
Okay, you're charging. I'm guessing off to the one side to kind of push it
Yeah.
towards the other two. Okay,
Mhm.
let's go with a dexterity and let's go with primal urge again.
Nice.
I think etiquette really works in that particular area.
The deer actually gets -2 dice against me because I have smell of man.
Oh, all right.
So-
Yeah,
It's
fuck that
extra
deer.
scared of you.
the deer, upon seeing the 2 Krynos formed werewolves, is kind of freaked out to begin with. So
I got 3 successes.
I got 2 successes.
3 and 2. Okay, so the deer sees the 2 regular-ish wolves coming towards it on the one side, and it the ears go up and it bolts in the other direction, almost directly into Electra and Travis's path. So
Yeah, we're ready. Claws out.
Go get him.
Dex and Brawl.
And don't forget, my Call of the Wild gives you extra hunting abilities.
Yes. So
Like
you
extra
get
dice?
2 extra dice.
Oh,
Since
sweet.
you're in Krino's form, you have +1 dexterity as well.
Wow.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's a lot of dice.
Heck yeah. Sorry, Dex and Brawl.
Dex and Brawl.
Feels good
What?
to be strong, eh?
What are we trying to beat?
It's definitely difficulty 6.
Okay.
Arr.
I got 4.
Me too.
Nice.
4? Yeah, those are pretty solid hits.
We just clothesline it.
This is where we illustrate the massively huge difference between V5 Werewolf and Vampire and 20th Anniversary Edition. Now you get to roll damage. It's kind of like D&D.
Oh, right.
So the damage is difficulty 6, but it is since you're in a hunt, you get 2 extra dice there. So if you're in Krino's form, you have +4 to your strength. So it's going to be like a strength roll.
Shit.
Jesus.
Damn. So you have to like hit to succeed to hit first.
Yes.
Just like D&D. That's the first
Yeah.
roll. Okay, I get it.
That's cool. Oh,
And
that's
the
another one.
Call of the Hunt adds to your damage as well.
Yeah, it would, because you're hunting.
Damn.
It would add dice to the extra bits.
Ooh,
Of,
hot tamales.
I
aren't
got
you
4.
glad you have like 15 dice.
I got 5 successes and 2 are 10s. Is that a thing in Werewolf or no?
In this one, no.
Okay.
No.
Damn.
But I'm going to be going by the 2nd edition rules because I didn't see anything about it in the
Yay.
20th Anniversary Edition. The 2 10s, so you got 5 successes and 2 of them were 10s, correct?
Mhm.
Take the 2 10s and re-roll them,
Jeez.
and let me know if you have any 1s.
Oh, it's like
Okay.
cyberpunk rules.
No ones.
No 1s in the overall roll. Okay. What were the results of the 2 10s then?
A 2 and a 9.
2 and a 9. That's an extra success. So you do 6 points of damage to this poor, unfortunate deer.
What would have happened if it was a 1?
1s actually subtract successes.
Oh, scary.
Good to know.
And Rose, same roll. 4 successes. Any
Yep.
1s?
Just 1. So 3.
So 3. Yeah. Okay. So you basically, let's see. You are
Retain-
Travis. So Travis comes up, brings the massive claw down on the poor unfortunate deer, and it kind of dodges a little bit, like you didn't get quite a solid hit on it, and it kind of goes over, and Electra comes down and just decimates the poor meat sack. Yeah, it's very, very dead at this point. It just took about 9 points of damage in a very short amount of time as a health of 4.
Electra's just got it like in her jaws, like, I did it.
You did it.
You did.
I run up and kind of firmly demand that you drop it.
She's gonna pin her ears a little bit, but she'll
And then
She also wants to speak to your manager.
then I step aside and allow Zanisha to come forward and get the first noms on it.
I actually wanted to ask, are we bringing these back to, is the goal to for all the individual packs to bring everything that we've gathered, or are we just feeding ourselves at this point?
This would basically be to bring back to the cairn itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll say, Carla, you're in charge of this one. You got to carry it.
But we still let Zanisha claim claim the success because she is our elder in
Thank you.
spirit. Not an age.
Also an age.
Also an age.
Depends who we go by.
Would this be a big enough trophy? Is this a big enough deer to bring back right away, or should we try and get something else?
Basically, is it doe or is it a buck?
Via the right, it's basically kind of you go out and you kill, and then you bring back right away, essentially.
Fabulous. We're already on our way.
Yeah. Easy. Good job.
All
No
right.
problem.
I like motion for everybody to return into formation as we go back to our cairn. Or not our cairn, but the cairn that we're heading to.
It'll be ours soon.
It's basically it's kind of everybody's cairn. It's a cairn of cooperation.
A Karen of cooperation? That doesn't sound right.
No, there is no cairn of cooperation.
And as we
Even in the world of darkness, that doesn't exist.
as we head back, I'll do a woo of cry of elation so that everybody knows that our pack was successful.
Yay.
Yay.
Woo.
Man, our pack's so cool.
Hell yeah. Do you want me to roll for that, Steve?
Yes, I do.
All righty. 3 successes.
3 successes. And what does that do?
Each success. I want this one to travel distance in case we're too far for people to hear. So it's increases the distance times 2 per success of how far the call can be heard.
It's a very, very loud howl.
Everybody knows how cool we are.
And I just go, ooh, that sounds good.
And yeah, you let out a howl, and everybody definitely knows that you are coming back with a kill clamped firmly between Electra's jaws.
Ha.
Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
Ellie,
Drop it in the cairn.
it was a good girl. It was a good girl.
Good girl.
And the person that you would recognize as the most elder theurge of the particular cairn comes walking up, and it is an older gentleman, probably about 50 to 60. He's got red hair. It's graying. He comes basically coming up. He's got a cane. It kind of looks like a shillelagh. And it's Seamus, the theurge. And he comes up, walking up, and he's got suspenders on. Like, he looks like he fell out of Ireland, basically. And he comes walking up. It's like, that is a damn fine kill you got there.
So is he in Hamid form right now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go back to Hamid form now to address him.
All right.
Does switching... It says difficulty under the Hamid. Does that mean I have to roll to change?
Ordinarily, there's a roll, but fuck it. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
there's no point, really. I'm not going to penalize you if you roll like a bunch of ones and you can't turn into your Hamid
It
form.
hurts when you turn.
Yeah, kind of. And also, since I only have one gnosis, I only have one article of clothing, and it's a trench coat. So suck it. I got both the top and the bottom covered.
All right.
So I kind of like change back, and I'm like tying the trench coat back up.
Well, it's one of those things kind of in werewolf society where it's just like people see each other nude all the time, so it doesn't necessarily.
Werewolf is a tits out type of thing.
Yeah, but I'm a Hamid, so I'm a classy lady.
You dignified.
Okay.
Actually, shit. No, that's wrong. So I've got Spider's Satchel, which is a fetish that's basically a bag of holding. Does that have to be the one piece of clothing that I do, or are fetishes exempt?
I always run it with fetishes being exempt.
Okay, so I like come out and I've got the trench coat on and like a messenger bag across my shoulder, and I'm like, yes, with the guidance of our elder Zanisha, we caught it in record time.
And he
I just like sit and like bow my head.
looks over. Damn fine kill. You would get the first piece of the kill.
Nice. I take a flank.
And then it
Does
would
eating
probably
do anything?
sorry,
Does eating do anything?
it does not.
Fabulous. I enjoy my meal.
once the Zanisha's digging in, I gesture for the kids to have at her.
Can I do
wouldn't
this
take
thing
the
that
next
dogs
one?
do? Just like, what about you?
I'm okay.
You'll order something in.
I'm in Hamid form now. I'm fine.
Okay.
But thank you. I say thank you for asking.
Ellie's just gonna glance at Travis and kind of roll her eyes and then grab an entire leg and rip it off.
Hey, you
Just
earned
start happily munching on it.
Nom, 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 nom.
So each participating Geru gets 2 points of glory.
Yay!
So you get 2 of the minor glory points that are on there.
I'm on the edge of minor glory. Sick.
Ah, heck.
I ask, how fare the other packs?
You can see like some of them are kind of coming in. 1 or 2 of them have actually got something. There's a local bone gnawer pack that you know of that is basically like 3. They're jokingly referred to as the Three Stooges, but they're basically like kind of falling over each other to try to get at this one rabbit, which they for some reason left alive.
Oh no!
And they're like kind of, one of them has it in their jaws, and then another one like comes up and grabs it and kind of pulls it a little bit.
How close are they?
It's kind of a clearing. They're pretty close.
Can I like stick out one large paw and try to trip them?
You're still in Krenos?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dex and Brawl.
Troublemaker.
Listen. Krinos.
Hey.
Okay.
Small ears.
Eh. Oh, I had ears. Fuck.
You have
You do have
dog
ears.
ears?
I have like cat ears, but they're furry enough. They could have passed.
Basically.
Me too. I have a pair that I can just clip into my hair.
Okay. I got 2 successes. One was a 10 and one was a 1, though. So that means I got 1 success.
No, that means you re-roll the 10.
Okay. It's an 8.
Don't get a 1. Okay.
Is that another success?
Yes.
Okay. So you actually got 1 success now. 'Cause
Okay.
The one would have taken out a success otherwise. But this basically makes it 1 success.
Okay.
You stick out your kind of back leg and kind of trip one of them a little bit. Like he just kind of stumbles a little bit because he got 2 successes, and he, kind of gives you like a dirty look.
Ellie's gonna look super innocent and just take another bite of her leg,
I
like a
also give you
little
dirty look.
shrug, like a oops.
I give a little inhuman growl at you.
It could have been accidental. Like she's eating.
I've been around these kids for long enough.
Except Carla knows me.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Hey,
And then there's a couple other packs that are kind of milling about, and then you actually see the leader of this particular sept come walking around a couple of trees, and he is a very large, very intimidating human individual.
Mhm.
You recognize Magni Thorson, otherwise known as Smashes the Mountain.
I sit.
Yeah, Electra, which is kind of like,
And for everybody who didn't see our 0.5 episode of Vampire, Magni is 6'6", and he's got long brown hair. Give me a second.
He likes long walks on the. Oh,
Yeah.
there he is.
Oh yeah.
Woo! What a transformation.
Long
Maybe
brown
it's
hair.
Maybelline.
And he is carrying a very large silver hammer. Like he doesn't have a shirt on. He's just like massively powerful. Like you would definitely recognize that he is a strength attribute of 5. Like he is built like a brick shithouse. And he's got like green combat pants on and combat boots. And he is like just everybody is kind of looking at him and going,
I have call as a merit, so I don't kneel to him, but I kind of like respectfully nod to him and I'm saying Magni.
and he comes, he mills about a little bit, talking to the other packs, and then he comes up to your pack. Nice kill.
Thank you. It was all the doing of the organization of our pack. I couldn't be more proud of what we accomplished.
Hi.
Have Travis and Electra been in a hunt before? I guess you're not like brand new, so you probably have been.
It's up to you guys.
He's like 2021. He's been in like one, maybe previous, maybe? I don't know. He's
Yeah.
not
Well, it
new.
happens approximately every year around this time. So yeah, probably like one
So a
or
couple.
2.
Mhm, mhm.
Then yes, they're still learning, but I'm proud of them. And of course, we couldn't accomplish this without the guidance of my sister.
For Electra, you definitely would not particularly. It's kind of a rough dichotomy that's going on in the back of your brain right now. Like you as a Black Fury would not
Mhm.
like Magni as a Get of Fenris, but at the same time, he's a rank 5. So
Her like hackles are raised a little bit, but she's like trying to keep herself low because
I mean, he probably wouldn't like me too much as a glass walker, but I try to hold my own and be
Yeah.
respectful.
to be fair, he doesn't really like anybody all that much.
That's fair.
And
To
he
be fair, Travis doesn't mind that he's half naked right now. Is it just me or is it my fur?
just panting.
Stares at him.
and he basically walks up to Zanisha. We have to talk.
I like stand up. I'm still in my wolf form, so I'm not gonna like speak.
Do a little beg.
I'll like
need-
walk off to like a wait. Is it rude? Do I have to turn to be able to communicate, or would we be able to like communicate telepathically?
he would understand, like basically as Garu, like you would understand each other, like if you growl or whatever. And
Yeah, pretty well. Okay.
yeah, like especially knowing that he's kind of the top dog, you would know that he has had enough experience with dealing with like wolf form people that he would understand. You'd be able to have kind of a conversation back and forth.
Great. Okay, yeah. So then I'll just like walk off to like a secluded area, not too far from my pack, but far enough. I assume that he wants to be private.
Not really.
Okay, great. Never mind.
So you go to walk off and he's like,
I just like cock my head. What do you want? What's the news? What's the news?
I need your pack to do something for me.
ears.
What sort of task is this?
There's rumors going around that there's been some interesting happenings going on in Vancouver.
I see.
I have to stay here. And you know by reputation that Magni, when he says that, he really doesn't like staying there.
Mm.
Like he kind of semi-reluctantly took the position of leader of the Sept. mostly because the other guy was fucking up so hard to kill him.
Of course, we're happy to help in whatever way we can for the betterment of all.
From what I've heard, there is a potential new cairn in Vancouver.
Ah. And you want us to scout it out?
I need eyes on it.
Of course. We have no problem helping with this. I look to the rest of the pack, right? But you all know to say yes.
I make my eyes super wide in response.
I nod. I have questions, but I don't want to ask them out of turn, so I just kind of nod at you.
Does it seem like there are others we should be wary of?
Yeah. From what I've heard, there's been some black spiral dancers that have made their way into Vancouver.
Oof.
Some of what I've heard is that they've made their way into Vancouver, but then some of their pack actually disappeared in an office building or something. You're lupus, so you probably wouldn't get this reference, but apparently one of them was near the rock shop when it happened to disappear.
Oh, I know where that is.
I look over at Carla and motion for you to come here and take your turn to speak.
Oops.
I nod at you, Travis. I'm it's fine. Yeah, I think I heard something about that. I had a few eyes near there, and contact let me know. I mean, one less one, right?
I'd prefer to know where they're going. Disappeared can mean a lot of different things. Disappeared can mean that they disappeared into the Umbra.
So is our priority the new cairn, or is our priority to track these black spiral dancers?
The priority is definitely the new cairn. I'm just letting you know that there's a possibility that there could be some unforeseen trouble since the pact between the werewolves and the vampires disappeared when everybody got killed.
We've got the muscle.
Yeah, we do. Oops.
And out of character, what are black spiral dancers?
Black spiral dancers are, and you would definitely know this because you've got way more than enough flora to deal with that. There was a tribe of Pictish werewolves called the White Howlers that back in, I believe, the 1200s, and somebody in chat's probably going to be like, hey, no, it wasn't the 1200s. That back in the 1200s, they pretty much, the majority of their entire tribe decided to go into a wormhole and a very infested, worm tainted hole in the ground and try to fight the worm that existed there. Unfortunately for them, the worm basically corrupted most, if not all, of the tribe at that point and turned them into black spiral dancers, which makes them worm werewolves.
And have a really cool name.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. But there's no way of turning them back.
No. There's no way that anybody knows of currently of turning them back.
So we just have to decimate them.
Yeah.
But be extra careful.
And somebody in chat basically was like, actually.
But they didn't correct you, so you might have gotten it right.
I might have gotten it right. It's possible. It's around about those times. It was in the before times for you as a lupus. It's many, many generations ago.
Okay. Where exactly is the location of this cairn?
It's in Burnaby.
Ugh.
Hey.
Near Deer Lake Park.
Yeah.
In Deer Lake Park.
I turned to Carla and motioned, this would be your area of expertise.
Yeah. Are there let's see, what's a good question for this? What is the like state of Deer Lake Park in terms of like human involvement right now?
It's basically kind of maintenance. Like there's not really any massive amount of human involvement.
Okay. Could I could I potentially get a crew down there to like cordon off the area that we think that the cairn is and claim that it's like a sewage pipeline broke or something like that? I can roll for this.
Yeah. Let's do. Are you gonna actually hop on the phone?
Yeah.
Right in front of the.
Well, no, I'm like thinking about like is it plausible? So I've got high law for this.
Yeah, in the back of your head, you're thinking that you could probably get something along those lines to happen, but now is definitely not the time.
Yeah.
Aside from the fact that you're in the middle of nowhere and cell reception is kind of spotty in the middle of the park.
Yeah, I'm thinking about if anything goes down if I can cordon off this area and kind of like establish it as we need to be in this zone and no one else can be in this zone for a while.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'd like to have you guys do that as soon as possible.
Of course. After my pack is finished with their meal, we can head out immediately.
And he looks over at Carla. He's like, "Are you not eating?"
I'll grab something on the way home.
Travis immediately just, pun intended, wolves down in the rest of the leg. I'm done.
Ellie's like, what the fuck?
that is something that's technically on your way home.
There's lots left.
I'll kind of like stand for a sec and consider my options, and then change back into Lupus and start eating with the kids.
I want to take a moment to like see if anyone came back empty-handed.
There was one particular pack that did.
And I'll like rip off like a big like rib section and bring it to them.
I was eating that. Oh no. Oh no.
There's another rib.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like going through the motions. I don't know.
It's a pack that it's there's like 2 or 3 children of Gaia in this pack that you know of.
I'll sit and like wait for the leader to approach me.
The leader comes up.
Great. And I'll just like put it at their feet.
Kind of apprehensive, kind of like, are you fucking with us type thing?
Yeah. And I'm trying to like exude the like, this is not demoralizing at all. Just eat this.
Okay. Yeah. So it decides to, it comes up and grabs it. And then it's like it's lower than you, but then it kind of like backpedals a little bit with it in its mouth, dragging it across. And then the rest of their pack comes in and starts eating a bit of it.
Great. I like don't even watch, like, and I just leave. Not in like a I'm so over this way, just like out of respect. Like I don't want to lower that the status or alter their hierarchy at all. And I'll come back to my pack.
All right.
I also like as me and the kids are eating, I'm like, that guy's a dick.
As soon as Magni walks away, Electra's going to stick her tongue out at him.
Normally I'd be upset, but I was just demoralized by him. So yes, that's fine.
I mean, I hate to see Magni go, but I love to watch him walk away.
Oh yeah, he cuts quite the figure in his like kind of skin tight combat pants.
Not bad.
Hi.
Do I see Electra stick her tongue out?
Let's get a perception check on that one.
How do you see Travis drool?
Do I get to roll against this?
Yes. So perception and
I also have eyes on the back of my head if I'm not looking.
You're such a mom.
Oh, she's a mom.
perception and alertness
specialty.
for Zenisha, and for Electra, we're gonna go with a stealth and
I don't have awareness. Does it
Dexterity?
investigation count?
yeah, you could do investigation.
Great.
Both the difficulty 6.
Two 10s, which I will roll. Everything else, I had so many dice, are all under 6.
It's a very
dear.
stealthy.
2 successes.
I got 2 successes, but I also rolled a 1. So that
You
means
got one success.
success. Okay.
Ah!
Oh, no.
Damn it.
Oh, he got caught. I think we both got caught.
So- basically the scene plays out. Magni is there, and he walks away. Yeah. Electra sticks her tongue out as Magni's walking away. There is, let me just double check here.
You also
yeah.
see me kind of nod a little bit.
There's one of the members of the pack that Zenisha just came from. You also recognize as Ragabash, and he kind of looks up. And it's that alerts Zenisha, because you had 2 successes for the investigate to see what, just as Electra is pulling her tongue back in her mouth and going back to eating and pretending she didn't actually do that.
You do that again, and that will be the last meal you eat.
I'm just looking. I'm gonna eat whatever I have in front of me.
And I'm like, all my hair is standing up on its end. And I'm very angry.
Even like in Krino's form, like Electra will get lower than Zenisha and just kind of like,
Ears pinned back.
I try to be like the cool aunt where I'm like reassuring you, but I'm also like, this isn't our battle.
And then I turned to Carla. Don't encourage them.
I didn't. I did a little bit. I'm sorry.
So let's fast forward this a little bit beyond that. So where would you guys be going from this particular point? Where would the pack be going?
Do we have a need to rest before we would go to the next step of the Cairn and Burnaby?
It's a midnight-ish. So if you want to be kind of like night owls, it's up to you guys.
I feel like I would prefer to do as much research before we actually go there, so we're not like running into the middle of a battle.
Okay.
I don't know if Magni made it feel like something's happening tonight, but much counter.
He said as soon as possible.
Yeah, and to me that means once we've gathered enough information and resources to make it not a suicide mission.
Yeah. Okay. So we can go back to your place.
I mean, you can stay here if you want.
Well, I have a question for Steve.
I have an answer for sure.
As my ultimate wolf form, which I never leave, how believable would it be if I put a collar on that I'm a dog?
That would probably be something that you, as a werewolf, probably wouldn't like.
Yeah, but like to get into Carla's home, I wouldn't mind doing it for like the 2 minutes that it would take.
Yeah.
But only if it would be plausible. Otherwise, I won't do it.
I'm okay being a relatively eccentric rich lady with a giant dog.
Yeah, you would be like a giant dog. Like you would be kind of it's essentially like you would look like a wolf.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
Yeah. So how I'm asking you as a storyteller, you could say no. Like, is that too not believable?
It's up to you guys. Like if you want to.
I feel like
ride
a rich, like relatively, like sort of scrawny lady it would make sense for her to have a giant dog to protect her in the city. So I'd be okay with that.
Okay.
I feel like I already make the kids go in separate. Like we don't all go in back to my condo together. You all have fobs to my place. Carla's kind of a bit paranoid about being found out.
Fair.
So I'd be okay with that. If
Cool.
you're okay wearing a collar for a little bit.
Yeah, I think it'll be like a situation where I don't live with you. I definitely live in the woods, but when we have like missions like this that'll take multiple days, that's when you're seen taking me out for walks.
Yeah. I think for like city related endeavors, I'm cool with you. But like we would come to the woods and plan stuff with you. But for city stuff, that's okay. If you come to
Yeah.
my
So for this, I'll come to your house.
All right.
I have the world's ugliest collar.
That being
It's like a piece of rope.
if we're going back to Carla's and be like, well, I know I only got pants on because I too only have one gnosis, so I only got pants. If you're like
actually,
do you have?
I pull out some sweatpants and sweatshirts for the two of you.
Your little spider bag.
Yeah, so I like reach in, I pull out some runners for you and some sweatpants and a hoodie.
In my mind, I don't say it out loud. I'm just like, thanks, Mom.
If one of you like, I probably know what clothing you guys have.
They probably have like given you specific clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, keep this in there.
I give you the stuff that you don't have like bonded to you.
I also only have one gnosis, so
So it's just
pants.
It's just shirts and and shoes I
Pants.
give you. Yeah.
All right, so let's fast forward it to the having you all in the apartment,
Cool.
Carla's apartment.
I assume you have like a wooded area for me in here. I require dirt under my feet at all times.
That's a dirty parquet floor.
What about one of those like thick like blankets that when you ruffle them up kind of feel like dirt?
Okay, I take extra time. Like I walk in circles multiple times, like roughing it up. And then I like sit on it.
Digging at it.
Yeah.
Because I always want to use this prop. I also smoke in my apartment, so
Which is specifically against the condo board's fucking rules, but whatever.
I'm on the condo board, so they can suck my ass.
Oh.
Electra goes and flops onto the couch. Just like stretches out like, well fed. Life is good.
I'll take whatever seat available because apparently the other two comfortable ones are comfy, so sit.
You have to like shuffle Ellie's feet over.
It's like brother sister combination.
Yeah.
You're all scrunched up, so it's like a limb, just like boom, and you just put it across. I'm just like, yeah, okay.
I'm like visibly uncomfortable from all the noise, like the humming of the fridge and like the city
the
sounds
brightness of
out the
lights.
window.
Yeah, that's gotta suck. I go into like full like I pull out a laptop and I start like looking up zoning laws and stuff for what was the area called again?
That was
You're
I
like,
got it right
Deer
here.
Lake Park.
Deer Lake Park.
We're going to my neck of the woods.
Ooh. And I start making calls to like my night owl contacts about like if they've seen anything. Specifically, I make a call to my my crow pal to see if they know anything.
You basically get back from them that they don't particularly want to talk over the phone about this sort of thing, ears and whatnot.
Should I go meet them then?
Can we send our we haven't talked about our totem. Is that something that can be used to gather information for us?
Not really. It generally likes to stick around you.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
for everybody playing the home game, it's a crow totem that kind of likes to steal knives from murder scenes.
Mhm.
This being Vancouver and all.
For locals, our totem is Canuck.
Canuck the crow.
Yeah.
Crow.
We just have Canuck as a totem because
Yeah, I
we want to
decided.
pay respect.
We all basically decided that Canuck had essentially had enough spiritual energy and enough goodwill in the Umbra that it would come up as a minor gapling. So it basically became their pack totem.
Yeah. We're so proud. I mean, I could head on down there. I also, I mostly just want to gather as much information about like what we would be walking into. Because if the Black Spiral dancers are there, I don't want to go in unprepared.
You want to go in guns blazing.
Yeah, not this time. So I can head over to my contact. Our totem does let us communicate across far distances, so
Yeah.
we can
Are
basically.
you going by yourself, or are you bringing some of the kids?
I want to go to the park.
Who wants to come with me? All right, Travis, you come with me.
Yay.
Electra, you stay with Zanisha.
I'll hold down the fort, no problem.
All right, side quest time.
Yeah, you do that.
Using our down. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Kelly.
No, you go ahead. Mine was a joke.
Okay. Using our downtime, I'm gonna start going over. This takes like weeks, so you're not gonna learn it quite yet. But I'm gonna go over the Cairn rite of Moot Rite with you, Ellie, so you can start to learn a ritual with our downtime.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Otherwise, you won't learn nothing.
Yeah,
No,
don't
this
watch
is
Netflix
important.
while I'm gone.
So essentially what happens from here, and this will be actually kind of important to everybody watching our vampire feed. So Carla and Travis make their way, down the elevator through the apartment. You go out because you are located in West End, I believe.
We're in
Cole Harbor.
Cole
which
Harbor?
is northern. It's near like the sales and stuff, but more
Okay.
towards Stanley Park.
So you make your way from Cole Harbor down towards Gastown, and you go down Blood Alley to a red brick location that has a really crappy neon sign above it, a tarot shop that's above that.
You can't even give Erasmus a break in our werewolf.
Wow.
And that location is known as Mausoleum. And out to the side in one of the alleys that is near it, you see for Trevor, you see an old-ish woman, could be 60, could be 90. She's got black hair that's graying and tattoos, and she's wearing like a cut off shirt. It's all beat up, and pants. And it's Maxine.
Do I know Maxine or like?
You do.
You guys
not.
should go in for a drink.
I don't think Travis does. I'm not going in that.
Go in
place.
for a drink.
I'm not going in that place.
No, please. I need the crossover.
We are not going in.
Damn it.
I tell Travis
Not this episode. Not this episode.
I tell Travis this is not a place where our kind is generally accepted. I've heard that, they're not the worst, but it's not a place we want to go into.
Who's they?
What?
Are you within? Are you kind of near?
No, we're like
Maxine?
walking up to Maxine.
Okay.
This
Maxine
is-
has a smoke in her hand, and she's puffing away.
I say this is a leech joint. This is where the kindred hang out. Vampires, bloodsuckers, mosquitoes, whatever you want to call them.
Well, whatever
this-
you want to call them, apparently.
This one is cool, though. She is not one of those.
Hi.
And I walk up to Maxine. I feel like I brought her a gift, like something that I know that she would like.
Probably like a carton of cigarettes.
Oh, hell yeah.
A new phone.
I like hand her the lit cigarette that I have and then bring out a full carton to give to her.
Thanks. And she starts puffing. Like she's basically kind of double fisting. There's like one between two different fingers that she's like going at?
Skills.
My gal. So as I mentioned a bit on, this is Travis, my nephew.
Hi.
What tribe are you in the fucking puppy shit?
Oh, I'm definitely a puppy.
He's a child of God.
Oh,
Yeah.
Next
that's
pause.
Yeah.
sorry. I'm
Pause.
Pause.
And Maxine, for everybody who hasn't watched our vampire feed, sounds like she smoked about 1 billion cigarettes, of which Carla really isn't helping. She's like, yeah, I forgot all the granola in the bar.
He's well fed. Don't worry. So
carb load.
full keto, caveman. Like I briefly said over the phone, we have a bit of a problem at Deer Lake Park. Have
Well,
the crows heard anything about it?
You're in Vancouver. There's a ton of fucking problems. Let's be honest.
Amen.
There's like fucking leeches coming in all over the place, collecting fucking tablets and shit.
Tablets.
I don't know. It's fucking weird.
No, that can't be right. Never mind. We got our own problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. So, yeah, said Deer Lake Park or whatever.
Yeah. Have the crows heard anything?
I put out some feelers as soon as you called. We heard a little bit about it. Hubbub is that there might be some mages kicking around.
How do Garrow feel about mages?
Depends on the mage.
Ugh.
It's usually the case.
Oh,
Well, yeah, it's kind of like werewolf in that regard, or vampire in that regard. So it's like there are certain clans that werewolves are like, yeah, they're all right, like the gangrel, but the rest of them, the entire vampire population died off. The werewolves would be like, sucks to be you. It's kind of like that, but with mages, it's kind of like it depends on the mage. Like there are techno mages that werewolves are like, fuck no, your tribe might actually be like, they're all right. But there are also like kind of wild mages that are seen as semi okay to the werewolves.
Okay. So no idea what we're dealing with then? Just a bunch of fucking mages running around?
The one that got back to me, Sal. I think Sal's dead. All I heard.
Sorry to hear that.
I actually got a text from him, and she pulls out like something that looks completely out of character for Maxine. It is basically like a phone that has the case that has kind of bat wings on the actual case itself. And it's like bedazzled and shit, and just like looks absolutely fucking ridiculous in the hands of somebody like Maxine. She like looks at it and she hands it up, like she holds it up to you, and the text actually reads tech nakra, and then it basically it looks like it didn't get completed and it got sent.
Well, that's not great.
Nope. Kind of sucks. Looks like the technocracy's involved.
My condolences. All right. Well, we got to check it out. Hierarchy and all that. You stay safe. Canuck says hello.
Is he following you guys?
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone can some people see our totems?
Only if they're in the pre-umbra.
Okay. Well, I send my condolences, and Canuck says hello. And thanks. We'll be in touch. Sorry you got to work in this shithole.
It pays the bills. Barely, but it pays the bills.
You don't give her a living wage, we're fucking millionaires.
Yeah, this
I
place.
feel like I've offered her a job before, but the places that I could get her a job are like too posh for her.
Well, on top of which, from the dealings that you've had with Maxine, she actually kind of volunteers to keep an eye on the local vampire population.
Yeah.
And this seems to be a hubbub of that particular thing.
You're such a shithole. It does okay.
Go check out our vampire stuff for that, everybody. Everybody who's here for the werewolves.
Yeah, Travis takes a second, just like, this place smells. Period. It just smells.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. Rose, you're definitely getting kind of a, like, you don't necessarily want to be there. There's like your hackles are minorly raised. Like it's more of a feeling of unease than it is anything else.
Carla, can we go?
Yeah.
I kind of paw a little bit, just like a.
And Maxine like raises the fist up to Carla.
Think.
Boosh.
I nod to Travis to do the same. Like,
And I just go boosh.
Yeah, whatever, kid.
Potatoes, fries. Yeah.
on our way back, I relay this through Canuck to the other two that we're gonna have to deal with some fucking techno mages.
Woo!
Fucking mages.
No, not DJs. Techno mages.
Techno mages.
DJ Bartleby.
DJ.
Actually a mage.
Put his shirt off. Nobody knows why.
Do we know of any like weaknesses that techno mages would have?
Bullets seem to work.
Bullets?
Also, possibly claws and teeth, I would imagine.
Yeah, claws and teeth. They don't suck.
Like I'm asking, like, is there anything I could prepare before we go that knowing this information that would give us some sort of advantage?
Not really. Like it's all kind of the same kind of thing. Like they're basically, you would know mages as being soft and squishy like humans.
Okay.
But they also wield great power.
But they don't use any like humanoid weapons, do they?
They do at times.
Techno mages might. So it might be good to. I think I know what you're thinking of.
Yes.
I think that might
I'll let
good.
it be a reveal.
Yeah. I also text the other like board members of like the city council and let them know that there's probably going to be a or not probably going to be that I suspect that there is a gas leak or a pipe burst at Deer Lake Park, and they should probably get a crew there in the morning.
Like you get a bunch of blue
Blue thumbs up.
thumbs up.
Real professional awake at 1 a.m. on a weekday. Fucking idiots.
Wow. Must be really good what you got there. It's a lot of thumbs up. Well done.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Alrighty. So you're heading back to the apartment.
Yeah.
Probably about 1:30, 2 a.m. by this point. Are you going to do everything tomorrow?
I mean, what do you guys think?
Well, first thing, I go over to Ellie and I just go, "Hey, Ellie, I learned a new thing. Do the thing."
A fist bump?
Yeah. What's that what it's called?
Don't understand. They were human.
I give you a very bad look, Travis, because you interrupted my lesson.
Yeah, it's just like, oh shit.
I said,
I'm gonna refer in character. I'm going to refer to your judgment. Do you think we should head over there in cover of darkness, or should we wait for the day?
Well, I mean, you would know Magni's Wishers better if he actually wants us to check it out tonight. But I know that if I can get a crew to cordon the area off, we know there won't be any humans there.
No matter how urgent something is, we can't risk breaching. What's the word? Not the masquerade. What's the word for it in
The
werewolf?
litany.
Veil. Oh, the litany?
Litany. No matter the urgency, we can't risk breaching the litany. Although are there not laws preventing humans in parks during the evening?
Only no camping, if I can say.
I mean, you gotta
like most
horny.
parks have like a 10 to
There are
10
certain
rule.
parks that have like a 10 p.m. to 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Curfew that you're
you
not
get a
allowed
couple
in.
horny
But
teens.
yeah, for the most part, people kind of ignore that shit.
But the people who ignore it are probably drunk and wasted.
I mean, you know,
Or horny.
The amount of times that I've had to claim that a cougar or a jaguar or a bear killed someone and not a fucking angry Garo.
So the risk isn't that high.
It's not high, but I would feel safer if we more securely cordoned the area off and then went possibly tomorrow night. I can get a crew to work fast.
And Steve, I know that Magni said like as soon as possible. Was it like as soon as possible, like
Go right
desperate,
now.
or was it as soon as possible, like this is a top priority?
You would know definitely by now that Magni doesn't do desperate. Like you've not ever seen him other than kind of a straight, like even tone. So
Right.
really hard to tell whether or not he's like, you need to do this now.
Yeah.
Do it. Come on, do it.
now.
But is
This
everything
is
like
Chopper.
when he talks in the past, has it always been like you know, managers, how they're like, this is a top priority. This is a top priority. Everything is a number one priority.
Yeah.
Is it like that, or would I take some heed to his meaning?
You would definitely, since he addressed you directly, you would think that it would be something that you would want to do sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, depending on how the kids feel, I'm not going to be punching too many mages tonight.
I interrupted something apparently, so
I turn to you. Are you prepared? Both of you. I look at you. Very stern.
Mhm.
can be, yeah.
We will
Alright.
go tonight.
Fuck it then.
Darkness works.
And Carla's like, oh man, I got to get up in the morning for like
Yeah. I have a board meeting in the morning. I mean, out of character, I have shown up to a board meeting with 2 hours of sleep, completely hungover. So I think
There's
Carla,
that too. Yeah.
Carla, being a supernatural creature, can probably pull it off. All right.
So you're going to make your way over to the park. How will you be getting into Burnaby at this particular late hour?
I feel like I have a van, or like not a van, but what are those like 4x4s so that a dog can hop up into the back?
That's illegal, by the way.
You're a supernatural dog.
I'm just telling the audience. If you do that, it's bad for the pupper.
Let's make sure they go out and heckin' awoo first.
I'm not going to put you in a cage. I mean, you can turn into Hamid form for a drive if you want, but I respect your decision to stay in one form.
Yeah, no, I'll stay how I am.
All right. Then we'll take my old lady 4x4.
Alrighty.
Rich old lady 4x4.
So you eventually make your way over to Deer Lake Park. Probably wouldn't take too long, seeing as how Burnaby's pretty close. So
I don't imagine there's much traffic at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably about 2 a.m. at this point.
I'm going to activate on our way there heightened senses,
All right.
which I have, and I can't find my card.
Ooh,
I don't know what to roll.
I'm not sure that there is a role for that one.
Don't usually think there is a role for heightened senses. Just
Spend
like,
one gnosis point to activate for one scene.
Yeah, it's just the basic
Great.
one.
I will spend a gnosis.
I will do so as well.
Both heightened senses.
I activate texting at red lights to let people know that I might not show up tomorrow morning. Do I have to roll for that?
I believe
Yes.
it's a free action.
I feel like there's definitely like a park crew that would still cordon off an area at night if it was a high enough emergency.
Do you make it like basically that much of an emergency?
Yeah, fuck it.
A gas leak, you take care of that right away because
Yeah.
teenagers are in there and smoking.
Mm-hmm. If we're
instance.
heading over there tonight, I'll make it top priority. Top priority.
Number 1.
Everything's tough.
I feel like I've got a direct line to the crew since I usually do shit like this, and I let them know that if they get it done right away, that there's a bit of a tip coming their way.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Or maybe even as a board member, you have access directly to the gas company.
I'm not going to ask them to blow a line just so we can get. No, I got a guy who's got a bunch of guys who's got fences, and then they're the ones that you call when a pipe blows.
Mm.
All right. So
As I continue to smoke next to.
Yeah, you pull up to the park. There is kind of a parking area nearby. So how will you be investigating said park?
Via my investigation, I'm just gonna park in the parking lot, turn off our lights, and then just kind of scope out the situation.
All right.
Does anyone
let's
else
get
have good looking good?
I have
perception
excellent
and
looking
investigation.
Ew.
I'll do the same with my heightened senses.
Which will give you an extra dice, I believe.
What's the
I
challenge?
think it lowers difficulty by 2.
Oh yeah, it'll lower difficulty.
What's the challenge on this one?
Perception and investigation or alertness.
But what's the number we're trying to hit?
6.
Yeah, so in lupus form, I have a perception difficulty decreased by 3. So I have to get a 3 or higher.
I got a success. So I'm just sitting there smoking still, just my guys around? Are my guys here yet?
This is a park.
For everybody else, I'm going to add 1 difficulty because of the
7.
cigarette smoke.
Damn it! So 6, Kelly.
Nice.
I got 4.
4 successes. All right.
Yeah.
So for everybody who is kind of scoping out the area, Zanisha would notice first that there's occasionally, you can see off kind of in the underbrush, one of the parts, that there's possibly more than 1 or 2 people that are moving around in the park.
That are... Sorry, we had someone at our door, so I was distracted. Can you say that again?
You would be the first to notice that there are essentially some people that are kind of moving about in the park, but you can't make out what they look like. It's just kind of shadows here and there and rustling of underbrush and stuff.
Okay. I'll head over in my wolf form. Sort of I'll try and be stealthy, under cover of darkness, to just get an eye on who's nearby. Communicating through Canuck the Crow that there are at least 3 humans here. Or what I suspect to be humans.
All right, so let's go with a stealth and dex roll from you. In the
You
lupus
attack.
form.
Just some guys. Just some blue collar
I'm not attacking. I'm just scoping out. Okay, I got a 10. I have to re-roll. What's my difficulty?
6.
2 successes.
2 successes, and you included the +2 for dex for lupus.
Nope.
So many dice in this game.
My bad. 1 extra success. 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, yeah. So you kind of go through the underbrush, and you come up upon them, and it is essentially, you get close enough that you can tell that there are 3 people, and they're kind of assembling something that looks mildly technological, and they're putting pieces in, and one of them is like, why the fuck do we have to do this so goddamn late at night? And the other one's like, I don't know, what are you asking me for? I just do what they tell me to do, and we come here and we put together the thing, and then it'll do whatever it needs to do, and then we go and we fucking Fuck, man, why you asking me?
Do they specifically say the thing, or do they say what it is?
No, he just says the thing.
I'm gonna woo to instill fear. Just to see, I'm trying to gauge if they're like regular humans or not.
Or just some mages?
Yeah, well, then it'll be bad. So
I think if you're relaying that these people are out there and like what they've said, I would probably let the two of you know that you should probably follow your den mother and assist her in case these are bad men.
Ellie's probably been like tapping at the edge of the car, like, well, wanting to go out, but waiting.
And press the unlock button.
I'm gonna do an Anthem of War, Call of the Wild.
All right. Which does?
Which will boost morale and send information of our foes to the pack.
All right.
Ooh.
So I have to roll stamina and empathy again. Do I have any bonuses because of lupus?
Lupus.
I don't think so.
I think you get extra stamina. Yeah, you get +2 stamina for lupus.
That's +2 dice or +2 to -2 to difficulty.
+2 dice.
Sweet.
Like your attribute is basically 2 higher for that.
Okay. Five successes.
5 successes. Yep, you relay the information.
Fabulous. Do they feel extra boost of morale?
They would, yeah. So
You're ready to kill some fuckers.
Unlocks the door, undoes the seatbelt, whips the shirt off.
And how do the humans react to hearing this howl so close to them?
They are scared, like they're spooked. They're like, what the fuck was that? And they're like, one of them pulls out a weapon and sprays that particular location with bullets.
Oh man, I should have done my other thing.
I'm a techno mage. I cast bullet.
Magic bullet. Several, in fact.
I made a mistake.
Well, they sort of casted bullet. So, are you trying to dodge at all?
Yeah.
Dex and athletics.
Like, oh no.
I don't have any athletics.
Actually, is there even an athletics?
I don't think there
Yeah, there is.
Oh, there is. Oh.
Specifically,
I think it's a talent, but I didn't take
Oh, there
it
is?
because.
Yeah. Well, you get +2 dex because you're a wolf.
Oh, thank you. Good.
That's true.
Woof, 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 woof.
2 successes.
2 successes. You do not dodge.
Damn it.
Therefore, you're going to take some damage. Or not. You basically, you see the bullets kind of rain down around you, and you get hit by one, but it kind of, you can definitely tell it's more of a flesh wound than anything. Like it's
'Tis but a flesh wound.
yeah, you've been shot before, so this is nothing. This is like they just got spooked and fired off in a random direction and kind of got lucky and hit you.
Okay. Before my hunters go forth, I'm gonna say Roda really loudly and jam weapon so that the humans can't use their weapons for 1 round. Or hopefully more if my roll is good.
Make the roll.
Just use your Thum.
Yes.
Foos.
I couldn't think of anything, so I was like, Foos Roda, can't say that, but I'll use the second part. What am I using? I use a Gnosis point, and then I roll willpower against a difficulty of the highest willpower of an armed enemy. So what's there?
All right.
You have to roll their willpower as well, and then whoever wins. So
I don't know why I'm rolling their willpower for defending against their weaponry.
Because they
Fuck, I wish 10s were good in this game.
we can re-roll it to get the extra, see if it's an extra success.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
Yeah, you
so it
re-roll
still
it.
counts as a success, and then you get a chance to get an extra success?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I've been doing that wrong.
So have I.
Damn it.
Okay, then that's 5 successes
Jesus.
of my willpower.
That is better than the 3 successes that they got. So for the next 2 turns, their weaponry does not work.
Nice. And just so you know, storyteller Steve, that includes knives and swords, who refuse to cut, it says.
Oh, dang, my knife jammed.
Yep.
I also thought it was weird that they also thought it important to include flamethrowers in their list of
Oh, dang,
weapons.
the flame stopped. Beans.
Out of gas.
All right, and then so I feel like my ancient
Secretly, this
word
is-
worked. So I like motion for Ellie and Travis to like go forth and like do battle.
Secretly, this is the curse that Raz's dagger has been under the entire first season. It just like refuses to cut anything. So
Rhoda.
he uses it as like a blunt instrument to like beat people.
Oh man. So as Travis rather is getting out of the vehicle, again in the sequence of events that I'm describing, rips the shoes off, goes into lupus form, and just sally forths.
Lupus or Krinos?
Lupus, like
Okay.
full wolf form, full doggo.
Ellie, yeah, same thing. Just gets stripped naked. But she's going to go into Hispo form.
Ooh,
Nice.
switching it up. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Him
Oh,
so
actually,
far.
Is that like one away from full wolf?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's basically the dire wolf.
that's
Nice.
It's a big angry wolf.
that's
It's a
actually
big
a
angry puppy.
better. That's a better one, actually. Yeah.
Plus
So-
1 die to bite damage.
Yeah.
So essentially, what happens is the 3 guys that are there, they're like, what the fuck? And they're all like kind of checking their weaponry. And some of the lights that you saw on the thing that they were trying to assemble, like they just disappear. It goes blank. And you guys are easily able to clear that particular distance in that short amount of time. So in the second round, unless Char's character is doing anything bitey or attacky to these guys,
Do it,
I
mom.
have much. No, and I already did a call to like boost morale, so I feel like I'm okay, and I'm just gonna like wait.
okay. So at the beginning of the second round, everybody comes running up. Travis and Electra come barreling into the clearing.
The two
And
bigger
what would you
wolves.
be doing? Attacking, not attacking, waiting.
I've like made it clear that they've attacked me, so you guys better fuck them up.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go for someone's leg with a bite.
Okay.
So, that's what-
That'll be brawl and dexterity.
okay.
If you're going for that bite, that's an
That
extra
one doesn't
die.
count. It was a 9, but it still doesn't count. Should have kept the
Okay.
9. Oh wait, that's a 10. All right.
Oh man, a dog screamed at my gun and it don't work no more.
Rhoda.
Is it difficulty 6?
Difficulty 6.
Okay, I got 3 successes.
Any ones?
No.
Okay, 3 successes. That beats the 2 successes that he got. So you clamp onto his leg. Now let's do the damage roll, which is your strength. And you're in Hispo, I believe.
Yes.
Do they get any extra because they have a boosted morale?
No, they're
Damn
just
it.
more morale. So your strength plus 3, which is the Hispo form, and then you get plus 1 to bite damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Even if you have 2 strength, you're rolling like 6 dice.
Okay. Just rolled 2 10s in a row.
Jesus.
Holy shit. I rolled another 10.
So this is all adding up success after success, Steve?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! It totally is because of my boosting of morale.
Okay, so that was a total of 6 successes. But it's going to be 5 because I have a 1.
Okay. So
Decimate him.
The other 2 guys kind of look in, like, you can definitely tell with heightened senses that the blood drains from their face as Electra comes up and grabs a hold of the one guy's leg and just basically pulls and tears it completely out of its socket. And then the guys and blood just splatters everywhere.
She's just staring at the other ones with it in her mouth, like,
I go for one of the guy's gun arms.
Alrighty. Biting, clawing, scratching,
Biting.
dex, and brawl.
A lot of dice you hear right now. Okay. I'm gonna there's like 3 10s in there. All right. No ones. No, wait, there is a 1. Never mind.
Okay.
There's a
Is
1.
it just 10s for
okay.
the successes?
No, there is 2 successes by themselves and a 1. And then 2 10s I'm re-rolling. Another 10.
Jesus.
And a success.
He's
So-
always dead.
So with the 1, it's actually just 2 successes.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's a lot. I'm just going to say you grabbed a hold of the arm. So you're in lupus, correct? Strength +1 for damage.
Strength plus 1. Okay.
You said there were 3 guys, right?
There is, yeah.
Okay. Well, 2 guys.
2 guys now.
Two guys and like 1 guy and a part of a guy.
2v1. The goal here is to rip his arm off and hit him with the wet end. I'm just saying.
Wow.
Yeah. It's an old saying in my family. Anyway.
Trying to get it in your teeth. So
So do I re-roll the 10 again? 2 successes.
Jesus Christ.
Just 2 successes.
Just 3?
2.
2. Okay. So yeah, you grab a hold of his arm and you kind of grind it in your teeth a little bit. Like some blood is coming out, but it's not quite as impressive as tearing somebody's leg off.
I'm gonna get out of the car and just start jogging over there in Hamid form. How many turns is it gonna take?
Jogging? Why don't you run?
I have a plan, but if it doesn't work, I'm not too concerned.
Pumps.
No, I got boots on. I knew we were going to a park.
Is Zanisha doing anything for this particular turn?
I'm gonna I'll do another woo to try and boost damage. I'm gonna do a war cry.
Fuck yeah.
Alrighty.
Keep the awooza coming.
Yeah.
Woo.
I'm like a sergeant, just like issuing commands.
Basically.
Travis, pull harder.
It's an extra 2 dice for stamina in wolf form.
For just the straight wolf form, it is 2, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, +2 stamina.
Wow, 2 10s. So that's 4. Wow, 5, 6. I wish Kelly was watching me right now. 7.
I'm watching.
7 successes for my war cry. Woo.
Heckin' good.
And what is the result of the war cry, Rue?
It's up to the storyteller again. So it's going to be extra dice for like strength checks or damage checks.
Yeah, that's I'm just gonna stick with the half rounded up. So it was what, 7?
Yeah.
Boy, that's an extra 4 for everybody who's gonna be doing strength and damage.
Oh my god.
This is a very This is
You're decimating these people.
You breathe into your lungs like knowledge of your ancestors, of what they have done in the past to basically crush their enemies, and you let out this howl, and everyone within earshot, like Cassandra, or what is your name, Kelly, again? It was
Carla.
It was close. It was a C. You like even get a little bit of extra boost in your step as you're jogging over. Like, you're inspired by this, and Electra essentially just the adrenaline, the pump that is in your body, you snap down with your jaws, and the leg kind of splits from either side.
Oh, she just has a horrible wolfy grin now.
And for Travis, like, you're just pumped. This is like when you used to watch the old like Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, and you're like, yeah, come on, do it.
Hit the pump.
Put the cookie down.
Put the cookie down.
That's my favorite.
Give me your arm.
I'm in the gym and I'm biting legs. And then I'm home and I'm biting legs. I'm just always biting legs.
I'm always biting. I'm biting.
That's my sister.
I'm a juice head. I get it.
And that ends our Arnold Schwarzenegger portion of the program. If Arnold Schwarzenegger wants to play a werewolf at all, just let us know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's essentially, oh, wait, what is going on here?
Hmm?
Huh?
We just got a boost to viewership. All right. So
Yay.
for everybody who just joined us, we basically got a bit of a bite from people.
We're just wooing in the park
chewing
now.
and biting and stabbing.
And I'm casually jaunting over,
And
trying to get there before the last person's dead.
yeah,
I think I'm shooting Canuck at you, and I'm like, if the last guy survives, that'd be good, but I can't tell you what to do. I mean, I can, but I'm not going to tell you what to do.
I'd respond.
Killed anyone yet?
I'd respond, but I'm too busy playing tug of war with one of my guys' arms.
and
I say the last one will live.
Cheers.
makes sense. All right.
Thanks.
So what is like the one guy that that Electra bit basically is down for the count, totally out. It's just no point in even remotely.
It's kind of gushing.
Yeah, there's a little splurt coming out of him every once in a while, but he is definitely he's in no condition to fight anymore.
All right. Can Electra try to just tackle the other dude to the ground?
Yeah. Dex and Brawl.
All right.
Ah, woo.
Okay.
If my lungs weren't supernatural, I would be coughing as I'm running over, but since I'm a werewolf, since I'm a Garo, I'm pretty good.
Okay, that's 5 successes.
5 successes.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to try to dodge that because his mother didn't raise no fools. Ah, fuck.
Oh.
Ooh, that is an even contest. So you, after the leg splits, after you bite down on it super hard.
Question.
Answer.
Do I get those extra 4 dice for this, or is that only for battle?
You would get that'd be for strength and damage checks.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check.
So you lunge forward, and you kind of catch him a little bit, but he kind of moves aside. And
I just standing there, like paws on his shoulder.
No, you went past him.
Okay.
But oh dear.
Oh no! Oh dear!
Oh no.
Is someone going to take damage for the first time in our crew?
I took
Yes.
damage already. Oh no, I didn't.
You took.
I almost did.
You got hit.
Yeah.
As you jump past him, you your brain interprets something that it's not quite processing. You don't actually hit the ground.
Oh no.
So you jump past him and then you stop. And then your body kind of automatically reflexes like it's supposed to touch the ground, but it's not.
Doggo waggling its hands.
And
Just like, oh fuck.
everybody else in the area sees like his eyes flash like a green glow, and there's a green glow that is around Electra. And Electra, you feel a crush on your body, and you take fuck all for damage. Because I rolled
Solid.
one success
Just
and I
feel
rolled a
some
one.
pressure.
That was scary. That rising tension there.
But you
Good storytelling.
you feel kind of like it's like the energy is trying to push you in and you're kind of feeling crushed. It's not damaging it as of yet, but it's not
Not
tickling.
fun. All
Is
right.
this
Tickling.
something like D&D that they require concentration to keep up?
It might be.
Ah, you sneaky storyteller. I'm gonna do sorry, actually Travis should go before me and then I'll do something.
Yeah, so I'm gonna actually really try again to rip his arm off. So I'm just
Okay.
I'm pretty clamped down. I'm just gonna pull.
Yeah, you got a hold of it. Definitely.
Yeah. So is that strength?
That would be let's go with strength and roll.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things like I can't believe I just said that. So you get the extra dice for your
You're a dog. You've got upgraded from the awoos.
you get the 2 from being in lupus form. Actually, no, it's only +1 for strength.
Mm.
You get an extra 1 there, but you get an extra 4 for
I'm rolling more dice than I normally would for Trash Panda, so I'm really happy
Hell
right now.
I'm really
Everybody-
feeling this. Like,
Yeah,
I
me
don't want
too.
just 4 episodes.
Now you understand when I played Blue Rose why it was so fun rolling all those dice and hitting people really hard. Beep, beep, beep. I'm happy because I have a buddy.
let's just say a
You are
lot.
lucky. All right, so
And this being a werewolf game, Buddy is actually our resident Celican instead of our resident werewolf. or
Yeah, he
resident
doesn't have a pack.
vampire
He's all solo.
so 4 successes plus a 10. Reroll a 10.
Yes.
Just the 4 successes. That was a non-success.
And now you get to do damage.
Yeah.
So damage will be your strength, which you
Yep, got it.
Plus 4.
+1 +4. So +5 onto your strength.
Oh.
How many is it? How many is it?
This
It's
is why we need
9.
support classes.
9 dice.
I'm going to crush him in my mouth.
Vampires need this synergy where we just have one person like screaming and then everyone gets a bunch of buffs.
Zanisha is
so
basically the bard of the group. So
Yeah.
good old 4 successes.
4 successes.
Yeah.
Fuck's sakes. You already did 2, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're still feeling the Arnold energy. I'm going to crush you in my mouth.
Drop the cookie.
And you essentially just, as part of your clamping down even harder upon his arm, you feel the bone crushing underneath in your jaws. And you basically, in sort of a pull back in triumph of that, you tear it out of its socket, blood everywhere.
Oof.
And that's why I provide a content warning for everybody playing the home game.
Blood and gore.
There's a lot of
am
blood.
I close enough to shout at this guy with my human lungs yet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to use persuasion, which is a gift. Which, if I roll charisma and subterfuge, I basically I get bonuses to all my social stuff. But I'm basically going to like walk up so that he can see me and be like, "Hey, buddy, you gotta know you're outnumbered. You can only do that to one person. I've got. You can see all of them around here. I'm gonna need you to put my my niece down, and maybe we can talk, and maybe you can make it out of this alive. And I'm gonna try to affect their demeanor using my presences.
Excellent.
So that's a charisma and subterfuge from me. Did anything you do, Shar, affect my...
Does morale affect charisma, Steve?
It does not.
Damn it. Then no.
But you feel really confident that you're going to be able to do it.
Oh, you used the right word, Steve, because my charisma proficiency is air of confidence.
Ha-ha!
So you just gave me an extra dice.
Dun, dun.
It totally was my morale.
So that's charisma plus subterfuge. So that's 8 dice. Not the best, but still pretty good. Oh. Okay, so I have 4 successes with a 10. So let's re-roll that 10. So that would be 5 successes. I'm telling this man that he is drastically outnumbered and needs to put my niece down.
Here's a fun fact. He got 6.
Oh, fucking hell.
And now he's feeling overconfident because he's a dick. So what's going to happen is he turns.
There's so many dice being shook.
Turns and he hears the yelling, somebody jogging, asking for a manager. God. And he's like,
Aaron,
you see his eyes flash even more, and he goes, "Fuck off." Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Really?
Oh dear.
Really?
And he puts his hand into a fist in front of him, and Electra takes, unless you want to soak, because this is also something you can do.
A what? Sorry?
A soak, which is a straight roll of your stamina.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, sure.
Don't forget, you get extra stamina.
You're in Hispo, so you have 3 extra stamina.
Cool, yeah. What's to lose?
Plus, you have extra stamina from heightened sentence, right?
From the war owl?
No, the heightened senses. Didn't it do that?
Heightened senses does not give stamina, no.
Damn it.
It would give like perception and stuff like that.
So what am I?
Oh, yeah, primal urge. Sorry. Yeah.
So it's your stamina plus 3 dice.
Yep.
And you would be rolling that.
Okay. That's 4 and a 10. So, okay. So 5 total successes.
5 successes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ellie, you take 2 points of damage as the energy field that's around you is crushing you even further. Like you can't move anything.
Oh, no.
That's a little yelp.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh.
I mean, it could be worse. And another difference between V5 and 20th anniversary, which I'm hoping they switch when they get around to Werewolf 5, you are now in the hurt category of your damage.
Oh, heck.
Which means you will get -1 on all of your dice rolls from this point on until you heal that particular damage.
All right. Oh, heck.
I'm gonna cry of fear and try and debuff this man.
All right. What do you roll for that?
Stamina plus empathy. Oh, fuck. I dropped him on the floor. And it's a 3. You betray me, dice. 4 successes.
Well, that's more than his 1. So
Demoralize that asshole.
he's really afraid.
Good.
And on the description for that, what does that do?
It's a storyteller can decide how many dice he loses per roll.
Okay, so that's a margin. It was a margin of difference of 4 because you got 5, correct?
So he gets 2 minus now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would get 2 minus.
Sick.
For what though? Or
For
is it
pretty
for
much
everything? Because
everything.
he's so scared.
Yeah, he's kind of scared a little bit.
Damn. We should have done that before I tried to persuade him.
I really didn't think this Call of the Wild would be so OP, but it really is.
He lets open his hand a little bit, and he Electric kind of feels a little bit of release on that particular energy barrier that's around you.
Good.
Gonna feel the release real soon.
I still like back legs are just like.
Can't swim.
You're still dangling in the air, but it's a little less dangling in the air than it was before.
I'm trying to swim.
Dog paddle.
Just like.
What is
All right.
everybody else doing?
Whose turn is it?
I believe it would be Rose's character. So Travis,
Oh, okay. So
you
how's my guy with no arm now?
he's kind of like at this rounds take about 3 seconds once you're in combat. He is like his eyes have just gone completely wide because you just tore his arm off.
Great. So I spit out his arm, and I go for the mage fist, and go for the hand that's the fisty hand.
Alrighty.
That hand off.
I go for his fisty hand. Ah.
And I'm gonna hope that nobody in chat has any fisting jokes that we have for that one.
This is a mature game. Let
Now
her
you're
rip.
just asking for it.
I mean, it wasn't one of the fetishes I have, but I do have a few more freebies.
Okay, so that's
And
another. It's another
Dex and Brawl.
Dex and Brawl. Gotcha. So
Keep drawing shit.
okay.
Ugh.
You got no thumbs. You got no.
I don't have
Yeah.
opposable thumbs.
You're in wolf form.
No, I dropped my dice. Oh heck! Pick them up with my teeth.
1 success, 2 10s. Rerolling the 10s. No successes. Still 1 success. Okay, I roll a lot
Wait.
of dice, but I don't get a lot of successes. Sorry, what?
Hold on. You had 2 10s
Yes.
and 1 success outside of that?
Yes.
That's 3.
Oh, it's 3 successes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the 10s count as a success and then you
And then you re-roll for an extra chance. That's what I didn't get
extra
before,
chances. So I
too.
got 3. So I
It's
got 3.
also an extra chance for a 1, so it doesn't really matter.
True.
No ones somehow.
No ones.
Somehow.
And he got 3 successes. So he sidesteps you.
Oh man!
But wait, there's more.
No, no.
No.
I like growl at him.
You can growl
Even
all
though
you want.
he's so scared,
Oh yeah. This is at -2
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah, he
Fuck.
is too. So
this guy is strong as heck.
It's OP.
Yeah. So you also, as you lunge, you are absorbed into the energy field that is surrounding Electra.
Oh, this is so bad.
heck.
Do I know if this guy's a human? Right?
He's humanish.
He appears human. In that case, now that I'm more close to him, I'm gonna crush my cigarette, put it in my front pocket since I don't want to burn the
Litter?
yeah.
Nice. Good call.
And I'm gonna. Does changing form count as a move, or is it just like a? Can we do it?
Depends on whether or not like you can change move or change form automatically if you spend a rage point.
Okay.
Do it.
Fuck it. So I'm going to spend a rage to change as I'm yelling, I said, put her down. And then I keep running at him. And I'm going to try to persuade him now again as I change into what should hopefully cause his delirium.
Whew.
And he has a -2 to combat against this. So
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed.
Is giving someone delirium good? I thought that was kind of bad.
Oh, it depends on who you're fighting, really.
Ah, okay.
If you, it's bad for the litany because you're basically exposing yourself as a werewolf, but at
Right.
the same time, it's kind of a self-repairing masquerade. Like if somebody has low willpower, like you turn into a Krenos in front of them, which causes delirium, and then they just shit themselves, and they like their brain can't process it, so they stop. They're basically like, oh no, the Bigfoot came out of nowhere.
Okay.
And then the police, when they deal with this fucking crazy person, they're like, yeah, Bigfoot. Yeah, whatever. Okay,
Yeah,
get in the back of the truck.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 5 successes on my persuade.
5 to persuade. Let's see
Yeah.
what he does to not persuade or to be unpersuaded. Is it the same power?
Yeah.
No, wait. Oh, yeah, it's just persuasion. He's a little more reluctant, but at the same time, he's like, no.
Okay, because it says that if he fails, it lowers the difficulty of all social roles by 1 for the rest of the scene, and any statement I make has a uncommonly strong impact. And one of the examples was that I could change someone's political beliefs. So I feel like
You only got a margin of 1 success, though.
Dang it.
Yeah.
So he's still voting conservative. Darn it.
Yeah. He's still voting for the technocracy.
And I'm definitely going to attack him on my next turn then.
Oh boy.
While Electra and Travis are just hanging there, she's gonna like look at him and go, "Bet I can live longer than you can."
Are they completely incapacitated right now?
They
Yeah, can we do anything? Or I'm assuming
Like,
we are just.
you can. It's kind of like a force field that's around you. Like you can't push out, like because it's closing in on you.
Okay. I'm gonna contact ancestors,
Nice.
which I'm allowed to do once per game session. I'm gonna try and roll to connect with an ancestor, and then if I'm successful, I can use their abilities for a dice roll.
Fuck you.
Correct.
Okay. What am I
Somebody-
rolling for this?
Somebody in the chat was like, "Woo, technocracy."
Fuck them. I think that's your wife saying woo technocracy. Oh, you didn't want to out
What
her.
do I roll? Ancestors and
It would be like, let's go with primal urge.
nice. I have a +2 to that because of my heightened senses.
Sick.
You do indeed.
Oh no, just a +1. Fuck.
You can see the spirits much better.
Look at all my dice, Steve. Is your little pathetic human scared?
Not really.
Damn it. What? 6 successes.
Nice.
Yeah. Which particular ancestor are you going to be contacting?
It's a difficulty of 10 if I'm trying to contact a specific one.
Okay.
So I think I'm just going to call on the warriors of our past tribes in general.
Okay.
To whatever ability that would let me fight good, because I don't have any.
You got 6 successes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'd be able to, I'm going to do it, the half rounded up thing. So you'd basically be able to add 3 to a combat like ability, basically. So like if you want to do brawl, you would, for the remainder of the scene, which is the combat, you would get like +3 brawl.
Okay, great. And can I assume I can't attack yet because that took a moment.
that was your action for this particular.
Yeah, great.
You contact one of the wolves from that movie Grey, and now you are filled with the urge to attack Liam Neeson. I assume I've never seen the movie.
I think that's how it goes down.
You contact the cast of Wolf Cop. Still need to watch that.
Part of me wishes I failed so that the ancestor would have taken control of my body.
And then attacked for you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. Do you guys want to soak?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're soaking in a green sphere. It
What
seems.
is this, Matt? What does this mean? Yeah.
You're soaking damage is what you're doing.
Oof.
So
What is that again?
just a straight stamina roll
Just stamina. Okay.
Good luck,
for
friends.
And I'm in lupus form, so hang on.
you're in lupus. You get +2.
Oh, sweet.
Haley, you're in Hispo, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That is +3.
I'm gonna roll that in red dice just so it's a bit more
Edgy.
edgy.
Depressing.
Edgy.
I got 2.
I got 3.
That's great. After I re-rolled that 10 twice,
No.
yeah, you guys each take 3 points of damage as the sphere kind of crushes you more towards each other.
Wow, this is really not good.
Oh no.
And he's like,
Yelp.
Oh dear.
Yelp.
If I was at 2 before, am I injured, wounded? Where am I at?
you take an extra 3 on top of that. So
So you were hurt before. I
you
think
took 2 before, 1, 2, 3. So you're at mauled.
Oh my
Oh
god.
fuck.
So you're at -2 for your dice pools.
Not looking good, y'all. Not
So
looking
you feel
good.
that.
Would this be considered? Would he be considered a fallen creature?
No.
Damn it. All right. Well, I'm pissed. I'm in full werewolf mode.
Little Krinos.
You get
Uh,
+2 to your strength.
+2 to my strength and +2 to damage.
Yeah.
No.
Is it
For
plus
Krinos.
4?
You get +4 to your strength.
Oh my god.
+4 strength, +1 dex, +3 stamina, but you're very much not manipulating. You're at -3 for that.
It's fine. That's not what I plan to do. All right. So, but I still get the +2 from the heckin' good awoo for my attack, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So I get +3 dexterity, which I'm only at 1. So I'm gonna try to just glomp on this guy's neck.
For the awoo, you wouldn't add it to a dex pool, though. You would add it to
Okay.
damage.
Oh,
Strength.
I thought it was +2 to attack and okay, never mind. So
If it's strength related, then yeah. Like pulling somebody's arm off.
Using your claws. I don't know what's better for you. If
no,
you...
even claws, dex, and brawl. They're all dex and brawl to hit. It seems.
They are, yeah.
Okay, so it's only after that it's good.
So
You
I'm
gotta
gonna,
get
I'm gonna
it.
try to bite with 3 dice. Don't
Don't forget you got willpower to re-roll stuff.
I
I think your willpower in this, I think I read that it can just be an automatic success. Is
Yeah,
that right,
you can
Steve?
spend a willpower for automatic success. You don't get to re-roll like
Yeah.
the 3 dice
Okay.
anymore.
then I'll do that.
Good choice.
So that's 2 successes then.
He's down 2 dice for this to try to dodge you. Yep, and he dodged.
Damn
Oh
it.
my god.
No.
It's time for some magic.
No.
I can't believe we're almost at total party kill. Ah!
This is why I wanted to be prepared.
Hey,
We
Kelly.
were prepared. We did research.
You get enveloped into a green sphere along with everyone else, except for Char's character, who is still in the bushes in
Oh my
lupus form.
You're
Zenisha,
empowered now.
What
I
you doing?
am. I'm going to attack, but before I attack, I'm gonna woo one final time, and I'm going to do a call for succor. I don't know how to say this word. SUCCOR.
Succor.
Succor. Succor. Great.
It's for sucker.
Which is basically attempting to get all Garou/wolves nearby to help me.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna do that as I launch at him, I guess. What does the party think? Should I try not to get enveloped?
I mean, I got so angry I attacked him. I was gonna pull out a gun, but then he kept hurting my niece and nephew. So
But But if we're all in this green stuff, it's going to be bad. Fuck.
What does the ancestor tell you? Consult the ancestor.
Do I
Hey,
hear
man.
anything in my head from these ancestors
Hey,
giving
man.
me extra strength?
Stop wasting time. Attack him.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, so yeah, I'll do my woo first. Which
Completely
is force.
not what the ancestor suggested.
I'm gonna do that, but I need to woo. Which so it's times 2 distance per success. I got 4 successes of trying to get people to help us.
If they're nearby,
Um,
they would likely come and help.
Yeah. And I'm gonna launch at this guy. And I guess
This guy plays a lot of Dark Souls. He's really good at
dexterity.
dodging.
What would fuck? Well, I guess I'm just gonna like lunge for his fucking neck.
That's always a good thing to go
Yeah. So what am I rolling?
for. Dex and brawl.
Okay.
Did you add the 3 dice to the brawl? I'm guessing.
I am about to, yes.
Okay.
This is when I need the 10s. Thank you, friends.
Thank Gaia.
Is Gaia.
Thank guy.
That's 6 successes.
Yeah, you latch on.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck.
Are you,
neck.
are you
Okay.
going for the kill or are you going for the holding him by his neck, basically?
I know that Carla wanted information.
I'd
but I
fucking
think,
kill him.
Yeah, I think that they would understand if I rip his throat out. So I'm gonna go for damage. Lethal
Right.
damage.
So that is strength damage. Plus you are still in lupus, correct?
Yes.
+1 there, +2 for the other thing. I think it's +2 for the AWU to add strength,
Great.
etc. He's gonna try to soak that because he's not stupid.
That's 5 successes. I'm so nervous. My palms are sweaty.
You do basically 3 points of damage to his neck, which is like you crush his windpipe.
Yes.
Yeah. He's just like, ah, and then everybody else falls in a heap beside
Oh, it
him.
was concentration.
Good.
Oh,
That wasn't fun.
Finish him off.
Someone attack him. Yeah.
Who's next?
Whoever wants to go next. Like he's got a crushed windpipe. Like he can't concentrate or do anything.
I didn't take any damage, so if one of you want to get revenge.
Hey, Ellie, you got the you've got like minus
Oh,
2. I'll go
okay.
for
But
it.
they're gonna have -2
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah, we're
So,
gonna have
yeah.
minuses, but I can always go because I have
It should
minus
be.
1.
Yeah,
I've just
I
got
would
minus
say.
1.
Like the pack mind of me is like Carla.
Even if they had -2, they're still gonna have a better chance to hit than me.
Okay, then Travis should go.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to go for it. And
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
bonuses still intact. It doesn't just because I'm in the circle of the circle of crushing.
Bonus would be for the damage, not the dexterity to attack him.
For the damage. Okay. So okay, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
One's a 10.
Yay!
He's on his back with Zenshi is basically like claws or teeth around his neck. Like he's not going anywhere. You can get 1 success and and then damage would be strength and +2 on top of whatever other strength that you got. You were in lupus, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, strength +1 for lupus and then +2 for the
Heckin' a woo.
All right.
Aru.
Ow.
Ow, row, 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 row. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Where are you biting him?
There.
Other than killing him?
Well, I was gonna go and do for like the neck rip, but Zanisha's still on his neck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's still there. There's
Okay, I go for the gut, lower gut.
Oof. No more
Disem-
kidney for you.
Disemboweling, going for the gallbladder.
Oof.
This is why
Feel
I provide
through
a
comedy.
content warning for everybody. And this is why I provide a content warning for everybody, because you basically just dig into his guts and you start biting into it, and you eventually get purchase enough to cause a rip in his flesh, and you essentially start digging into him with your face. Like you're just like,
What
That's
I know
for being my sister.
for the sake of the litany, do mages count as humans?
no,
Okay, then have at her.
not at
And
all.
none of them are going to survive this encounter to tell the tale.
Well, there's one about specifically not eating humans.
Oh,
But
okay.
if mages don't count as humans, then fucking go to
Well,
town.
For that part, technically, like, do not reveal yourself to humans. That wouldn't count. But for the eating part, like,
Okay.
Kind of frowned upon.
Because my character is like basically paladin levels of upholding the litany. So if eating them's not cool, I would tell the kids to stop. Like, make sure he's dead for sure. But
This one's gonna be dead.
I mean,
Did
hey,
the
The dude
one that Travis ripped his arm out, is that guy still alive, but like incapacitated, or is he dead too?
alive is kind of a moving goalpost at this point.
He's losing major amounts of blood.
Yeah, like he doesn't have an arm.
I mean, if he can
We
still
could
talk, I would
staunch
talk to
it.
him.
I guess.
Just real quick, real quick back into human and put my trench coat belt around where his arm is, just long enough so he doesn't bleed out while I talk to him. And then do a little bit of slaps on his face.
Yeah, he's like completely pale. He's like,
I know. It's gonna be over soon. But you need to stay with me.
You like slap him a few times, like,
Yeah. The hell were you doing here?
we had to assemble the machine.
And what does that do? Come on, stay with me.
We before the and then he kind of fades off a little bit.
Just shake him by the collar. You're not going yet.
blood.
Well, it's slowed down. Like you did kind of a basic first aid ish thing. I want to stay first aid, but I'd be lying. But if we want to do first aid, you can do a dexterity and maybe streetwise. I don't know, medicine. I don't know if
Do you have any of those? Because I don't.
Nobody takes medicine.
No successes.
There's
You poke
still
at it.
yeah. There's still blood leaking out of this poor bastard. Like, yeah, and he's like,
I just need you to tell me what it does, and then you can pass on to the next world.
Sleep. You tell him sleep.
Slap.
So are you basically like grabbing him and kind of holding him close to figure out
Yeah.
what he was saying? All right, so you grab him, you pull him close, and he opens his eyes a little bit, and he goes, "To keep the black spiral dancers away," and then he dies. And that's when everybody
No.
when
we
everybody
froze up.
hears the growling.
Gotta get out. You gotta get out.
I made a mistake.
And that's where we'll end this particular episode.
They shot at me. It's not my fault.
I mean, if you could be a black spiral dancer. I'm sure they didn't know which wolves were which.
Char, Did you call the Black Spiral Dancer?
No, it's only good people that answer my call.
It is, but none of those were in range. I already checked.
Just a whole lot of howling coming from the park.
Man.
Oh, heck.
So thanks for attending, everybody.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Come
How
back
do I
next week.
heal? Oh no.
I mean, I didn't take any damage, and I think Shar also didn't take any damage. So, like,
No, I
the
didn't.
two people who can't fight are okay for when the big fighty monsters come.
I have a good cleanse we can do.
It's just like a wheatgrass one, some lemon juice and honey.
We're gonna have to book it out of here.
You gotta get out of there.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, we fucked up.
Or we want to do the end howl. Ow!
Ow.
You know, the part where we howl our social medias and stuff, Steve.
Yes.
Take it away.
Yes. So Shar, tell us where they can find you.
Yeah, I'm on all social media at Charlene Bayer, Bayer. But what I really care about is my podcast, Drinking and Screaming, where we watch horror movies and drink cocktails, and it's all through a queered feminist lens, which is at Drink and Scream or at Drink_Scream. If you search us, you'll find us. I do it with Kelly, my love.
I'm one of them. Yeah, go to Drinking and Screaming or follow me on Twitter at The Mindright. Also, go check out Super Hopped Up on YouTube. It's a gaming LP channel.
I'm in that too.
And Haley.
I do cosplay. If you're into cosplay, you can find me on Instagram or Twitter. I mostly post on Instagram at Aliferous. It's spelt weird. It's ALIFEROUXS. Sorry, but yeah. If you're into that stuff, go check it out.
And Rose.
And I also do cosplay, but most of my Instagram is just my daily life stuff. If you like to see TikTok videos, I'm also on TikTok. Both of those are at Rose Bulbasaur. If you're interested in learning about what I like talking about, I do a podcast called Trash Talking Fairy Tales, not related to my character from Vampire the Masquerade, Trash Panda, but
I don't believe you.
Trash Talking Tales is the podcast that demystifies myths, fact checks fables, and sheds light on well-known stories. I talk about stories and different stuff. I'm actually going to be doing an episode on the Arabian Nights and where that came from.
And yeah, if you haven't figured out how to get here by now, yeah, you don't really need my help in order to do it. So we are also on Vancity by Night, or I think it's Vancity by Night on the Twitters.
Yeah.
Jade Lens on the Instagrams. You can actually check Vancouver by Night on the Facebooks. And yeah, we're on pretty much all the social medias. Check us out. So I posted the links to the charities. Again, I believe that you have until midnight EST or PDT in order to do it. So that's another like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, do you guys want to pimp them out for one last time?
Hell yeah. It's the last day. WAVA is one of the charities that we are benefiting today, and we have been for the rest of the month. They are Women Against Violence Against Women, which is a local charity to Vancouver. I've used their services in the past. They help survivors of sexualized violence. So they have a 24/7 toll-free crisis line that you can call for support. They also just opened up their online chat and text support, which is so cool. They do amazing services like group therapy, so you can be with like-minded survivors. They have one-on-one counseling. Their counseling wait list is over 2 years long because of how many people need their services. And this money would help get more counselors so people can get the help that they need right away. So if you have any funds to spare, please donate to WAVA. Links are in the chat.
And the other charity that we'll be donating to is the Trevor Project. A little bit more well known. because it is the leading national organization providing crisis intervention and suicide prevention services to lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning young people under 25. They offer accredited life-saving, life-affirming programs and services to LGBTQ youth that creates safe, accepting, and inclusive environments over the phone, online, and through text. It's even for Wava and for Trevor, it's huge to maintain those. There are bills that need to be paid. There are servers that need to be upkept. There need to be IT people to take care of that. And everything is funded through donations and the generosity of friends, family, and hopefully some of you watching, because we want to make sure that all these youth have a place to go to or to turn to in times of crisis, because the number one cause of teen suicide for queer kids is actually being in non-inclusive homes and in homes that aren't very accepting of them or their lifestyles. And we want to do that. We want to make that more safe for them to be who they truly are. Save lives. Donate today.
You can assume any character I play during tabletop games is queer.
Big
I mean, you can
mood.
definitely assume any of mine are definitely
Carla
queer.
for sure.
And donate if you can, and spread the word if you can't. The links are up in our chat, and somebody actually, as a
Thantos,
bit of
thank you so much for
housekeeping,
donating.
Yay.
Fantastic.
somebody pushed us up past 7,900 for the Wava.
Yay.
Spoiler warning, it was Thantos. So thank you for that. That is super awesome of you, and we hope to see you guys next time. We are, I don't know, are we doing another video gaming?
I think Shar and I can't make it next Friday, so
Okay.
probably not.
So
Okay.
next Saturday we will be playing the werewolves
Doing
again,
the werewolves.
Doing more werewolves,
Ah,
fighting some
woo.
dancers.
Oh,
fighting the dancers, and playing the werewolves. I might
know they're
actually
supposed to
do
be
the video gaming myself. So
Nice.
if anybody
Sick.
wants to hop in
The
there,
reason that Callie and I can't make it is because we're recording with Vampire the Masquerade Cynthia Marie. Whoa! She's gonna be on
What?
Drinking and Screaming season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
nice. Alrighty. And on that note, we're gonna fade out, and we will probably raid somebody playing the vampires.
Yay.